Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and today we're going to be doing something completely different, out of the ordinary, and that's going over which 10 badges are the best badges in NBA 2K20 Myteam. Obviously, these are going to vary from position to position. For example, rebound chaser is a lot more important for a center as compared to like handles for days is for a point guard. So these are just going to be position dependent. But overall, these are my 10 most important badges in NBA 2K20 Myteam. Before we get into the top 10s list, let's go through the 4 badges that almost made the cut and that I have on my honorable mention list, starting with downhill. Now, what downhill allows players to do is run end to end of the court, like in a transition type setting, and they will be faster in that setting. So for example, Russell Westbrook, I know he had it in the Play Now tournament, and he really moved in transition and really increased his speed. So the difference between a player with no downhill and Hall of Fame downhill is they get a 37% speed increase according to 2K Lab. Now what that means is they are going to be running 37% faster, and that makes a huge difference, especially if you get a steal and run in transition. It could be the difference between a dunk and just being able and pulling the ball out to run your half-court offense. So downhill is a very important badge to me. Let's get into the next badge, which is Hall of Fame pickpocket. Now, pickpocket is a very important badge for guards to have, even forwards. If anybody who can guard a primary ball handler needs pickpocket because of just the efficiency. If you can just get a pluck here and there, whether it's a steal or whether it just disrupts their rhythm on the offensive end, that can make a really big difference in the game. And you see like a guy like Robert Covington, Jonathan Isaac, those types of guys, Kawhi Leonard, they have a high steal rating. They have some of the best steal tendencies, and they have the badge pickpocket. So a combination of those all can really be the difference between a good defender and a great defender. The next badge that made my honorable mention list, that might come as a surprise that it's not on the top 10 list, is Dimer. But the main thing is, it's just everybody has such a high 3-point rating now that Dimer is just not. It's kind of a non-factor. Earlier in the game, when people had 73 balls, it was it gave much bigger a boost. For example, for a guy with a 73 ball, if you have Hall of Fame Dimer and pass to a guy with a 73 ball, it gives a 10.5% increase of making the shot, compared to if a guy has a 93 ball, it only gives a 3.5% boost. That's a huge difference. These stats are according to NBA 2K Lab, but that's a big difference. That almost cuts it by 66%, which is a big deal. So that's why Dimer just really does not matter as much as it used to. Now, it still does provide a pretty decent boost, but if a guy has a 95 to 99 3 ball, his boost is only going to be 1 to 2%, which is not enough to really make this badge a necessity. Let's get into the last badge that made my honorable mention list, which is Unpluckable. Now, this badge really became a notable thing when Brandon Roy did not get this badge pre-250K. This was the difference between Brandon Roy being really one of the best cards in the game still to this date, and just him being a mediocre card, because he cannot really be a primary ball handler. If a guy that is defending him has pickpocket, has a good steal rating, they are going to get a lot of plucks on this Brandon Roy card. It's a badge that if you're a guard in today's game, you absolutely need this badge. Most guards now will have it, but that Brandon Roy card not having it really hurt his value. Number 10 on the list is Handles for Days. Now this badge is a very important badge, especially if you do a lot of dribble moves. If in the full court, half court setting, if you like handling the ball, and that's most people run the pick and roll in today's game, Handles for Days is a very important badge. Not only so you can dribble a lot, it's also so you can knock down shots, because it's sometimes tough to knock down shots when your guy is out of stamina. So Handles for Days comes in handy with that as well. So any positions, point guard through power forward is what I would focus on. I would say at least on gold. That's what you're looking for when you're looking for a power forward or small forward. If they have gold Handles for Days, that's a big bonus. point guard, shooting guard position needs to almost have this on Hall of Fame. Like I said, I handle the ball a lot. I do a lot of moving, dribble moves, behind the back, between the legs. And for example, if I do that with Karl-Anthony Towns, just a couple of moves and he is going to be blinking. Compared to like a Magic Johnson, who I can spam him pretty good and he won't get tired basically at all. So this badge is very, very important, and it does come in at number 10 on my top 10 badge list. Coming in at number 9 on my top 10 badge list is catch and shoot. The reason I really started thinking this badge was a big deal was with Diamond Pascal Siakam, who used to green shots from very, very deep and did not have any sort of range extender. And then I got to thinking, maybe it's the catch and shoot badge, and I was right. According to NBA 2K Lab, the difference between Hall of Fame catch and shoot compared to no catch and shoot is an 11% increase in green window. So compared to a 43% chance to green with a 93 ball, you get buffed up to around a 55% chance to green if you hit the center window of the green. So that increases your make percentage by over 11% as well, according to NBA 2K Lab, which is a very, very big deal compared to the dimer, who was around 3% increase in shots. Just compared to a catch and shoot. And the thing that is so great about this badge and where we are at in today's game is it makes more of a difference for guys with a good 3-ball compared to the 73 ball, who is only 3 to 4% increase in greens. Now we're looking at 93 point ratings, which is a 10 to 11% increase in makes and green percentages, which is just a very, very big deal. Catch and shoot comes in at number 9 on my list, and it would be higher, although it only matters on the catch and shoot. So this does not help off the dribble, which does hurt its value a little bit. Catch and shoot coming in at number 9 on my top 10 badge list. Coming in at number 8 on my top 10 badge list is Pick Dodger. This badge is very, very, very important for any guy guarding the 1 or 2 guard position, just because a lot of the offense goes through those positions. And if you run up against a guy who runs a lot of screens and you're having Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade guard the ball, you are just going to get absolutely killed, because D Wade just gets crushed by big centers with Hall of Fame brick wall. So it's going to be very, very tough to guard anybody that really knows how to work screens. So that's kind of the basis behind this Pick Dodger badge. If you can get it on gold or even Hall of Fame, that provides a big boost on your ability to get around screens, your ability to hedge with the center and then recover, because your guy doesn't get demolished by screens. So this Pick Dodger badge is very, very important for everything you do on the defensive end of the court, and it can really be a game changer if your 1 through 3 positions have this badge. But like I said, you got to really choose your what badges are most important to you and what cards are most important to you, because I love that Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade card, but man, that Pick Dodger really does hurt him. Pick Dodger coming in at number 8 on my top 10 badge tier list. Coming in at number 7 on my top 10 badge list is Deadeye. Now Deadeye is a great badge to have if you're looking to move around screens and shoot shots that are kind of like on the verge of being contested, like a peekaboo, for example, that you can get a good shot right over the center, but is on the verge of being a lightly, because it decreases basically the contest that the opponents get. And what you're going to see is a 7 to 10 percent boost in make percentage and green percentage, according to NBA 2K Labs, compared to only a 5 to 7% with a lower rated 3-ball. But if your 3-ball is right around a 90, like most of the players we have now in NBA 2K20 Myteam, you're going to see a good boost with the badge Deadeye, and it's really going to help you out. For example, with a Dwayne Wade type card, or even like a Lance Stevenson type card that you're looking to go around screens and get good looks off the dribble with. The Deadeye badge works really well with the peekaboo to try to get good looks, and sometimes when you can't get other looks, this is a badge that you need to kind of make your own shot, create your own shot that is unconventional. Deadeye helps with that. Deadeye comes in at number 7 on my top 10 badge tier list. Coming in at number 6 is one of my favorite badges in the game, and that's Interceptor. Now, one thing I want to say is Interceptor will not fix every problem. If you guys watch my past videos, you guys know how many steals I miss, how many steals go right through my hands. The badge interceptor does help with that, but you guys got to realize some of these offensive guards have the badge needle threader, and that really bails them out. That needle threader and interceptor kind of combat each other. Interceptor is going to combat what needle threader does and the positives that creates for the offensive player, but you guys are still going to miss a lot of steals even with this badge. Now, I would say the most important positions with this badge are anywhere, actually everybody on the team, but I would say like the center position is probably the most important position, because they got to come up in the pick and roll, and then they gotta try to guard two with, you got to try to guard 2 with 1 in a sense. You got to try guarding both the point guard and the center, but it's also very important for like a power forward, small forward, as they got to rotate to cover the role in center or to swing on from the corner to the wing. So it's very important for basically the 3 through 5 positions. Every position on the court, it benefits from this badge, but the small forward through center positions benefit the most. Interceptor coming in at number 6 on my top 10 badge list. Coming in at number 5 on my top 10 badge tier list is Intimidator. This is a very, very good badge. The second best defensive badge in my opinion, behind clamps. And if you're the power forward center position, it might be more important than clamps because of how fake animations get with this badge. For example, if a guy shoots a 9% layup, an open layup, but this Intimidator badge pops up, it has a good chance of not going in, just solely because of this badge. If you have Hall of Fame Intimidator and you contest an open post hook, an open layup, an open dunk even, it has a good chance of missing because of how truly fake this badge is. This badge cannot be overlooked. It really can't. This is my second favorite defensive badge all around in the game, and it does come in at number 5 on my top 10 tier badge list. Coming in at number 4 on my top 10 badge list is Quick First Step. Now, this badge is very, very overlooked at times, especially, I would say especially just for the sense of ball handlers. Just off a simple hesitation, this quick first step can provide up to a 32 to 37% increase according to the NBA 2K Lab. This is a huge boost compared to people that do not have quick first step at all. So for all the new point guards, they are going to have Hall of Fame quick first step. They absolutely have to, and if they don't, they're not even worth looking at. For other players such as like a Thon Maker or other centers who are now getting it, the big deal is on the pick and pop. So if you run a pick and pop, you throw it out to your center, and the opponent closes out hard but does not jump, it's almost an instant blow by, because off the catch, it's up to a 55% speed boost upgrade compared to no quick first step. That's off the catch, which is a big deal for like a Thon Maker who might be going against the center who doesn't have that great of defensive stats like a Joel Embiid. It's almost an instant blow by every time. Quick first step coming in at number 4 on my top 10 badge list. Coming in at number 3 is a badge that every point guard, shooting guard, and small forward needs. That is Range Extender. What Range Extender does is it gives a boost for shooting deep threes. It says it does for deep twos as well, but it doesn't really show that according to NBA 2K Labs. But what it does show is you make, if compared from no Range Extender to Hall of Fame Range Extender, from 2 steps behind the line, you are going to green 19% more shots. The boost goes from 11% to 30% with Range Extender. Now, from shooting at the 3-point line with Hall of Fame Range Extender to 2 steps behind the 3-point line with Hall of Fame Range Extender, you see a big increase, a almost 15% increase in green percentage from just shooting a deeper 3, which is just incredible. You're going to hit 5 to 6 more percent of threes in which you are 2 steps behind the line with Hall of Fame Range Extender compared to at the 3-point line, which is just weird to wrap your head around, that it's better actually to take a deep 3 compared to a standard 3. But according to 2K Labs, you will see a boost. And why is this important? Because point guards and shooting guards are more likely to be shooting 2 steps behind the line than at the 3-point line, especially if you play in a competitive game. Range extender is a badge that every guard and small forward needs. It comes in at number 3 on my top 10 badge list. Coming in at number 2 on my list is Quickdraw. Guys, it doesn't take an expert to figure out what this means, but you guys know that Quickdraw is a necessity in this game. I would say as long as the players have gold Quickdraw, which almost every player does, you are fine. Now, Hall of Fame Quickdraw and gold Quickdraw go back and forth. Some people say they can't shoot with Hall of Fame gold or Quickdraw, while other people say that they don't have any problem with it. I will say this: it depends on the jump shot. For example, a Tracy McGrady Hall of Fame Quickdraw, I absolutely love it. Absolutely 100% love it. Whereas a Cam Reddish with gold Quickdraw is perfect. I can't handle anything faster than that gold Quickdraw on that base of a jumper. So it's all dependent on preference for what kind of Quickdraw you want, gold or Hall of Fame. But you guys need it on gold or Hall of Fame for the time we are in. And like I said, any 1 through 5 position needs Quickdraw. And like I said, it's all a preference thing, Hall of Fame to gold Quickdraw, but it just depends on the jump shot. Quickdraw coming in at number 2 on my top 10 badge list. Coming in at number 1 on my top 10 badge list is Clamps. You guys know what this badge does. If you don't have this at this point of the game, with everybody having quick first step, you are going to get fried like a piece of bacon, I promise you. Now, I will say gold clamps are not what it should be. I do think Hall of Fame clamps, especially 1 through 3, are very, very beneficial for your squad. But like I said, clamps is it's a badge that can really combat that quick first step, especially off the catch. If you have Hall of Fame clamps, it's almost impossible to get a straight blow by. They're literally going to have to run completely around you, in which you can recover pretty easily. Clamps is a very, very important badge, as you guys know. I do believe it is more important than Quickdraw or range extender, but those badges are very, very crucial as well. I'm a defensive head, so that is why Clamps comes in at number 1 on my top 10 badge list. Alright, yo, that's gonna be it today for the video. I appreciate y'all tuning in, supporting me. Leave a comment down below on anything I missed, any badge that you're like, why is it in the top 10? Anything you guys would have liked to see in the top 10, and just leave a comment on some of the most underrated badges, some of the most overrated badges according to you guys. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't yet. I love y'all, man. Hope y'all have a blessed day.